Title: A Value of Friendship, the story that could change how you see people forever. What if the person standing next to you today could one day save your life? And what if you could lose that same person because of a single wrong choice? Friendship isn't just about laughing together or sharing secrets. It's a thread that can hold you up when the entire world falls apart. But history shows us something far more powerful and far more dangerous about the value of true friendship. Let's go back to 1943, deep in the chaos of World War II. In the middle of a small European village, two boys, Eric and Samuel, grew up as neighbors. One was from a wealthy family, the other from a poor one. But the invisible wall of class didn't exist between them. They fished together, shared bread, and sometimes argued about who could run faster. By the way, they settled that argument every week, and somehow both of them kept winning. But as war swallowed their country, everything changed. Soldiers marched through the streets. Neighbors started to disappear. Fear replaced laughter. And yet, through it all, Eric and Samuel stuck together. One promise bound them: no matter what happens, we'll never leave each other behind. One freezing night, soldiers came to Samuel's house. His family was taken away just like that. Eric watched, powerless, as his friend was dragged toward the train station. Most people turned their heads. It was safer that way. But here's the thing: true friendship doesn't measure safety. It measures loyalty. Eric made a choice. Under the cover of darkness, he followed the train tracks for hours, knowing that if he was caught, he'd face the same fate. Fear pounded in his chest, but every step whispered, "You promised." Humorous reset to lighten tension briefly. Also, it's worth noting, this was before GPS. Eric's navigation system was basically, walk in the freezing dark and hope you don't fall into a ditch. Finally, he reached a guarded camp. Sneaking inside, he found Samuel locked in a small room. They didn't speak, words would get them caught. But the look they shared said everything: relief, fear, and an unbreakable bond. And then, footsteps, heavy, getting closer. There was no time to think, only to act. Eric broke the lock with a stolen crowbar, and the two of them slipped into the shadows. Hours later, they collapsed in the forest, alive but forever changed. They had lost their homes, their families, their safety, but they still had each other. Years later, Samuel would say, "That night, Eric didn't just save my life. He saved my belief that humanity was worth trusting." And Eric? Well, he said he just didn't want to lose at running ever again. This is the value of friendship. It is not tested in sunshine, but in storms.